How many deer did we see? 100. Good afternoon, everybody. Thursday afternoon, and an opportunity to get out this afternoon. Yesterday was Veterans Day. I had off yesterday, and I worked most of today, but the weather did not cooperate. As you saw yesterday, I had to bounce on out early. Only got about an hour and a half in of daylight worth of hunting because of the storm that blew in. We had that hurricane that hit Florida. Was pushing a lot of bad weather up at the East Coast, and we were getting it here in Virginia. So it dumped rain all day yesterday. It started raining about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I guess, yesterday morning, and it rained until about 30 minutes ago. So wasn't able to get any hunting done, so I spent yesterday working on homework, and then I got up early this morning, took my wife and daughter to the airport. They had to take a trip. My wife had a work trip, took my daughter with her. She's doing virtual school anyway, so it works out. But yeah, so I spent yesterday doing homework, came back from dropping them off today, and I was back at the house before 7, so worked on homework, and then I had work to do today. I was working from home, so I kind of bounced back and forth between work and homework and getting stuff done, and then got to the late afternoon, kind of wrapped up what I needed to do for today, and got a break in the weather. It's still pretty cloudy, it's pretty dreary, and a little windy. So, but I can get out, so I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. I've got wet leaves and a little bit of wind, so I should be able to get moving through here pretty easy. I'm not going to put a stand up tonight. I'm just going to ground hunt. I'm going to do some scouting slash I'm going to try and do some scouting and find a spot maybe that I can walk up on a deer or something. See what happens. Just take advantage of the opportunity to get out and see what's up. But this is where I'm going back into that same area where I was yesterday morning and where I was the night before, where I saw that 5 point. So what I think is a 5 point. It might be a 7 point. I never did get a good look at its brow tines, and I still haven't even looked at the video. So I got a fresh battery, so I'm good there. I got memory card space, so I'm good there, and I'm going to get in here and see what I can find. So let's hopefully get some action going here. I found this rub right here, and there's shavings on the ground. You can see where he's been rubbing this up pretty good, and it's pretty fresh. I mean, there's tree shavings on the ground, so this is fairly fresh. Been working this over pretty good. It looks like pretty thick right here. I know I could walk through here very easy. Poke around a little bit more, see if I can find anything else right here. Oh, I just jumped a deer. Well, I don't know if I jumped it or not, actually. I came around the bend of the main trail, coming in here to the spot where I break off and come down this whole overgrown trail. And I caught the back end of a deer going across the road, well, the big trail. It didn't blow, and I had the wind in my face, and I don't know that it saw me or heard me or anything, but I just caught the back end going into both going across the road into a big stand of pines. It's stupid thick, but it's all a bunch of pine duff in there, so I couldn't hear it walking in there. It just disappeared. It was like a ghost. Just caught the hind end going in and then just gone. I stalked up on where it went in and looked around. I couldn't see it. Then I just walking down this overgrown trail back into this area. Walked up on some fresh deer poop. Some fresh deer poop. So, definitely some activity. I've been seeing, like, this area here is where all the activity is. So, it's going to happen eventually. Well, I've been creeping through here for a while. Sat down over on this little hillside that overlooks the stream for a little bit. Checked that out and see if anything was walking through there feeding. Maybe something bedding down, but there wasn't anything. So now I'm creeping back in that area where I saw that buck. I'm actually up on the hillside where he came from. I just found this rub right here. So I'm kind of sitting here scanning the area. I want to make sure he doesn't sneak out on me. But this is a pretty fresh rub. This is real fresh. It's probably last night. Yeah, it's got a fresh bark on the ground. Yeah. So it could be that same buck. But yeah, so I'm just kind of creeping through here. A ton of airplanes coming through, so that's helping with the noise. And it's pretty windy. The wind's kind of coming a little bit in my face right now, so that's good. But I'm gonna keep creeping through here. See here, what time is it? I got 4 o'clock, so I've still got some time. So we'll keep on creeping, see what we can find. Well, I just saw a giant. I got out. I wanted to get out of there early. I sat 2 different spots. Of course, I sat by that stream. It's the same little area of the stream where I saw those 2 does that one day, and then where those coyotes came out of. If you saw that video, if you didn't, go back and watch it. But I sat there for a little bit, and then I walked back in on that hillside where I saw the 5-point on Friday. I wanted to check that hillside out. I'd never been back in there. I found some rubs, as you saw, but then I wanted to get out of there early so I'd have daylight to kind of sneak my way back, and just kind of see. I wanted to see if maybe there was stuff down in there, at the last light. And sure enough, I get in there, I pop up over the little ridge, and I caught movement, and there was absolute giant, big, heavy, tall, dark antlers, like big bodied. And he just dove into the brush. He didn't wind me because the wind was coming from him to me. So he may have seen me move. I was moving pretty slow. I may have skylined myself a little bit, but so I don't know if I spooked him. He didn't blow. He didn't make a bunch of racket getting out of there. He just kind of hopped into the brush and was gone. And so I don't know. He may have seen me, and it may have spooked him, and he just took off. I stopped, and I just to try and make sure that I couldn't spook him too much, I kind of grunted a little bit, shook a tree, kind of used my foot and scraped at the ground a little bit, just trying to make him think I was another deer or something. But and then just got out of there. I didn't want to blow it out too bad, in case he was already spooked. Yeah, I think I know what my plans for this weekend are. Yeah, That's probably the biggest deer I've ever seen. He was big. So yeah, this was a successful afternoon. I saw 2 deer, found some rubs. It was just, I mean, today was a lot of fun. I mean, I know it wasn't maybe a lot of action for you guys on here, but yeah, I tried to just get around and see some stuff, you know, and get moving. I like that, you know, getting out there and just moving around in the woods, seeing stuff. And man, that was a lot of fun today. A lot of fun. So thanks for following along. Thanks for enjoying, you know, hanging out on this little adventure today. And hopefully we can find that big boy again. So hit the like button, leave some comments, and then as always, if you haven't hit that subscribe button and you're watching this, hit the subscribe button. We sincerely appreciate it, and look forward to sharing some more content with you.